bring it to me, and I'll help you shut it down. Because there's never been a better time to reboot that old ride. Worried about your credit, budget at the bank, and credit unions that want to say yes. That's yes, yes, yes. Don't get your wires crossed. My For the People credit approval process is like a reset button. So this spring, reboot that old ride. We work with the bank and lenders that want to say yes. And you can save up to $3,000 on a nicer, newer car based on the price of the car you pick. But hurry, a deal this good is going to shut down fast. I'm Matt Parsley. I'm your dealer for the people. See all the great rides at budgetsays.yes.com. That's budgetsays.yes.com. Or call 334-244-9777.
This is an announcement to all United States vehicle owners who own a 2003 or newer vehicle with a manufacturer's warranty about to expire or no warranty coverage at all. With the struggling economy and the cost of living on the rise, Endurance is now offering an affordable, low-cost vehicle coverage plan to the general public. As of today, you could be one of millions of drivers that now may qualify protected under this coverage and have all future covered auto repairs paid directly to the repair shop for you. You pick your plan. You pick your deductible. You even pick the repair shop. Roadside service, towing, and rental coverage is included. Get your vehicle protected now and save your wallet from costly vehicle repairs. A toll-free number has been established for you to call for your free 5-minute quote and to see if you qualify. The number to call is 800-290-1583. 800-290-1583. Again, that's 800-290-1583. Coverage deductibles and claims may vary. For details, go to insurancewarranty.com.
Hi, this is Tom Lakeland with Penny Earning Concrete Technologies. For years, you've heard me talking about our concrete projects, from stamped and patterned concrete to foundations to commercial manufacturing, driveways to commercial parking lots, even heavily invested in polished concrete for durable and inexpensive long-term service. What you may not know is we have equipment for clearing lots for construction. We cut roads, clear fence lines, clear pond dams, and pretty much any application where land is overgrown. We have mulchers that can grind underbrush into shreds and return it to nature for compost. Our equipment is minimally invasive, not disturbing and upturning your property where additional grading might be necessary. To clean or clear your property, call Penny Earned at 334-284-9292 and let us transform your overgrown property into a manageable and productive one. Check us out on Facebook at Transformers or call 334-284-9292.
The news you need, the news you can trust, the news you depend on. News Radio 1440. More at newsradio1440.com.
And good morning, everybody. It's 7:13 in the morning. It is a Tuesday morning. Yes, my son got tired of me wearing the same clothes, so he bought me a pair of pants and a shirt. So I wore the shirt today, the pants, short pants. I don't, know about short pants yet. I'm wearing a different color today, which is weird. It's red. It makes me look kind of. Well, I won't say that at the moment. But I like the shirt though. Feels good, man. He did a good job. Anyway, good morning. It is today is the 21st day of May, and I didn't realize that so Friday would be our normal commemoration for Memorial Day, where we call out all the names in the last 20 years that have served and given their lives for Alabama and the United States. We'll get to those names on Friday and pay homage to all of those people, because that's what Memorial Day is about. It's not about veterans. It is about, because veteran, you got to be alive. It's about those folks. They say that all give some, but some give all, and that is exactly where we will be commemorating on Friday. And then Monday, we will celebrate the Memorial Day holiday. I know it's good to get out there and make a little barbecue and things of that nature and have a great time, but it also is a time for reflection that even though we seem to fight a lot in America, we seem to disagree on everything, we live in a country where you can do that because of the sacrifices of those that line the roads of Arlington Cemetery, Montevallo, the graveyards filtered throughout the United States with veterans, with soldiers who've given the last measure of dedication to this country. So we'll do that on Friday. But until then, we will continue our normal thing. Now, something happened to me yesterday. I got to tell you guys, you have got to listen to this. I'm gonna save you some money because yesterday I lost $700. Okay, that's right. That's right. Got screwed over $700. I'm gonna show. Hopefully, and if I'm not feel like I'm crying, I am because that's like a light bill, cable bill, rent, whatever. I'm hoping to get it back today or at least sometime this week. But I'll tell you what not to do. Uh, should you get a call from somebody that's swearing up and down they are your bank, okay? And I'm getting sick and tired of all of our banks. When the phone call goes through, it goes to some person in another country. I'm not doing any more business with anybody if their business is not in America. I'm not putting my money in their bank. I'm sorry, but I'll tell you all about that when this is all said and done. It is time for our daily bread, a word from on high, something that'll change your perspective, or at least maybe give you a new one. Either way, either way, it's good for the soul. Good morning to you. Again, it is May the 21st, 2024. Today's daily bread is entitled Extending Crisis Kindness. Our scripture insight today comes from Genesis 33, 1 through 11. But Genesis 33 and 4 says, Esau ran to meet Jacob and embraced him. He threw his arms around his neck, kissed him, and they wept. Govern yourselves accordingly. And again, it is May the 21st. It is a day that has never been, and it is a day that shall never ever come again. May the 21st, 2024. That is a day that has never been, and it will never ever, once it's gone, it will never ever be again. It is a once in a lifetime deal. And once it's gone, you don't get a do over. You don't get it back. You don't get to come back and do all the things that you should have done this day that you don't. And more importantly, you don't get a chance to come back and undo the things that you do. So whatever it is that you do with this day, May the 21st, 2024, make sure that if tomorrow should be, you be proud of what you have done this day. You've been around a while. A lot of us have. We've seen, we've heard many, many yesterdays. And if we are blessed and given the grace, mercy, charity, and grace of God, we may, I'm not sure, we may see some tomorrows. But if tomorrow should never be, then it is this day. That is the first day of the rest of our lives. What are we going to do with it? We'll do what you can, while you can, for whom you can, until you can't. Visualizer May said, whatever we do in life, we should do it so well, no man living, no man dead, no man yet to be born can do it any better. And I say that is the standard by which you live your life. You'll always be successful. Oh, you'll fail at a thing or two. We all do. But you'll never be a failure until you quit. We say give out if you must, rest if you can, but you never quit. You never give up. Because quitters, they'll never win. And while winners may lose a thing or two, they never quit. My mother said, nothing beats a failure but a try. One foot in front of the other is all it takes to get to another place. The Chinese say a journey of 1,000 miles starts with the first step. I have to second that. Don't ever give up, because quitters will never win. And again, while winners may lose a thing or two, they never give up. And no matter what happens this day, this glorious day, this grateful day, it's a great day to be alive, to be on top of the ground, and the ground's not on top of you. I think we can agree with that this morning, can't we? I believe we can. We'll be back. Extending crisis kindness. That's our daily bread for the day. And no matter how bad the day or how good that it goes, it is still a fantastic day to be alive. We'll be back.
choice to abandon any long harbored plans for revenge against his deceiving twin brother Jacob. As Jacob returned home after 20 years in exile, Esau chose kindness and forgiveness instead of vengeance for the ways Jacob had wronged him. When Esau saw Jacob, he ran to meet him and embraced him. Esau accepted Jacob's apology and let him know he was all right. When someone demonstrates remorse for wrongs committed against us, we have a choice: kindness or revenge. Choosing to embrace them in kindness follows Jesus' example and is a pathway toward reconciliation. Today's Our Daily Bread devotional scripture reading is from Genesis chapter 33, verses 1 through 11. Jacob looked up, and there was Esau, coming with his 400 men. So he divided the children among Leah, Rachel, and the two female servants. He put the female servants and their children in front, Leah and her children next, and Rachel and Joseph in the rear. He himself went on ahead and bowed down to the ground 7 times as he approached his brother. But Esau ran to meet Jacob and embraced him. He threw his arms around his neck and kissed him, and they wept. Then Esau looked up and saw the women and children. "Who are these with you?" he asked. Jacob answered, "They are the children God has graciously given your servant." Then the female servants and their children approached and bowed down. Next, Leah and her children came and bowed down. Last of all came Joseph and Rachel, and they too bowed down. Esau asked, "What's the meaning of all these flocks and herds I met?" "To find favor in your eyes, my lord," he said. But Esau said, "I already have plenty, my brother. Keep what you have for yourself." "No, please," said Jacob. "If I have found favor in your eyes, accept this gift from me. For to see your face is like seeing the face of God, now that you have received me favorably. Please accept the present that was brought to you, for God has been gracious to me, and I have all I need." And because Jacob insisted, Esau accepted it. Let's pray. Loving Savior, we humbly ask for your guidance in walking the path you've laid out for us, showing compassion even in the face of wrongdoing. Grant us the strength to forgive as you forgave, and may our actions reflect your boundless love and mercy. Amen. Thanks for listening today. My name is Tony Collier, and today's encouragement was provided by Our Daily Bread Ministries.
And now we pay homage to all of our armed forces of these United States of America: Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, Coast Guard, and Space Force. We're not exactly sure what Space Force does yet, but they're part of the family. But right now, though, we're keeping them at arm's length because we don't really know what their contribution has been yet. And then the Chinese putting balloons across our nation in the sky, kind of like, I don't know, that almost like somebody went to sleep at the wheel. Okay, but we're going to give them a break. We'll see how they do in the future. Good morning to you. It's time to rise and shine. Good morning to my local heroes also, my Montgomery Sanitation Department, the guys out there, Montgomery Maintenance Department. I know they don't like when I ignore them, but that's okay. I be going saying hi to them down the street. They don't never say nothing. I wave my hands. Hey, how you doing, guys? They look at me like I'm crazy. Anyway, good morning to the high sheriff whose birthday was yesterday, Derek Cunningham. Also, good morning to His Honor the Mayor. I hope y'all figure out how to get more police yet. And why we didn't give that guy more bond yesterday? Okay, it sounds like we got some judges down there just like the one in New York over Trump. I mean, what's up with that? I mean, you almost kill a woman and you just get to walk out of jail. I mean, come on. It could have been a whole lot worse than it was. Okay, I don't know. Well, we'll talk about that later on. I got something else to talk about. Their motto is Semper Fidelis, but they couldn't pronounce that. So we had to make it short, Semper Fi. But whether it's Semper Fidelis or Semper Fi, it is the same meaning. And it all means always, not sometimes, but always, always faithful. Don't you wish everybody was? Good morning to you, Marine Corps. It's a great day to be alive and to be an American. Good morning to you. Thanks to all of these young men and women who put it on the line every day. Even the guys went in as guys, come out as girls. Hey, they're still part of the service. Special part of it. And good morning, good morning, good morning. Okay, I've been waiting. Yeah, I've been up since 3 o'clock this morning because tell you what happened to me yesterday. Okay, y'all gotta hear this. And I don't want this to happen to anybody else because these people are trying to get our money. Them folks overseas and these banks. And is there any bank in town? Because I'm leaving my bank as of the end of this month. I'm done. Twice in a month and a half, I've been rooked out of money. So what happened? Now, and I want you guys to understand. So I get a call yesterday, right, from some foreign guy. I figured the foreign guy didn't bother me very much because I know uh, we have pretty much sold out our country for cheap labor to give jobs to people overseas. Okay. Well, the people overseas have figured out how to screw you, glue you, and tattoo you. Okay. And they got me yesterday. Now, this is the second time. I'm thinking, really? So I'm a member of Guardian, right? Which I guess there's nothing wrong with the bank. And maybe I should have been, I don't know. Well, here's what happened. I don't want this to happen to anybody else. So I'm minding my own business. I'm at the studio, as a matter of fact, yesterday afternoon. I'm sitting up here minding my own business, just doing things, moving this part around, that part around. And so I'm just minding my own business. All of a sudden the phone rang. I said, okay. I didn't know the number. So I answered the phone. Is this Kevin? I said, yes, it's him. Yeah, what's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Did you charge $699 on your debit card? I said, no, that ain't me. Well, nope, that's not me. Now, he knew my name, he knew my phone number, and he knew the bank. So I'm thinking, okay, well, it's got to be legitimate, right? So he said, can you give me your account number so I can verify that it's you? Now, normally I wouldn't do that, but that made sense to me. It made sense to give my account number so he can verify that I was the person who actually owned the account. Okay, I did. Okay, all right. Then he said, well, can you give me your login? I said, well, if you're from my bank, why do you need my login if you're from my bank? So the guy says, well, this is to verify that it's you. Okay. He said, we're recording this. I said, okay. I mean, it made sense. It was a reasonable progression to make sure that he was actually talking to the owner of the account. I said, okay, okay. I mean, and then all of a sudden I began to get kind of squeamish about this, right? So, well, so he's got my login, and then he said, now, can you give me your account number? So just so I can verify that it's you. So, well, I mean, okay, it made sense. I mean, it made sense. Yeah. I mean, he calls me. I didn't call him. I mean, he knew my name. He knew where I lived and everything. The information that's on my account at the bank. So I said, well, okay. So after we get done talking, I'm on the phone for an hour with this guy. Okay, I'm on the phone with an hour for this guy, and all of a sudden he sends me a text message from PayPal. I said, why is this coming from PayPal? Oh, he said because the people who are trying to charge this on your account are doing it through PayPal. So what we're doing, we are going to take it, refund you from PayPal your money. Okay, that sounds reasonable, I guess. I mean, I'm listening. And the final thing on this, the final thing was, can you give us your well, I didn't give them a password, so I think I'm safe, right? I didn't give them a password. But evidently, these people overseas, wherever the hell they are, they got a back door into whatever bank they representing, okay, in their thing. Now, but let me tell you the most crazy part about this. When I finally had enough, I said, "Well, you sound like you kind of crooked, man." He said, "No, no, 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 no. I'm going to send you a tracking number because we're going to send you a new card." Okay, that made sense. It all made sense. Okay, so they gave me the tracking number. Well, guess what? So last night I'm laying across the bed. So well, let me see if this where my card is at. If is it? Number not found. I knew I'd been screwed, glued, and tattooed. So I look at my account. I see $700 of my money disappear right in front of my eyes from my checking account. I said, "What?" He said, "No." I said, "You're a crook. I'm calling the police. I'm calling everybody." He said, "No, no, 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 no. We taking it out so we can put it on your new card." That made sense. Okay. Okay, so we're shutting this card down and we're going to do it on another card. Okay, that makes sense. I mean, these guys are absolute pros because I got screw glue tattoo. $700. There goes my holiday weekend. Okay, so anyway, so if any bank calls you, don't pay them attention. Here's what you do: you say, "Give me your number, and I will call you back." Okay. Do not listen to, I mean, these people know more about your business than you know about your business. I mean, the guy calls me on the phone saying, "Hey, Kevin," like he's my buddy, like we've been out drinking or something. I mean, okay, so he's got to go working at the bank. And he almost didn't have an accent, but I picked it up later on in the conversation. So do not, do not, okay, do anything if your bank calls you. You call your bank and see what's going on. Now I got to go down with Guardian today and see if I can fight for the $700 back. But this is the problem that we are having in America when we outsource our jobs. So we're saying that we can't even have hire people in America to answer. Hell, I'll answer the phone. Answer the telephone. So these people, and it happened to me a month and a half ago from Spectrum. Spectrum, there was a number on the internet that called Spectrum. Well, I called Spectrum, right? And Spectrum said, "Well, we're going to charge you $49.99 to activate your internet." I never heard of that, but it may be something new. I said, "Okay, well, come to find out that Spectrum doesn't charge $49.99 to activate your internet. They don't. They send you a bill, right?" So anyway, the guy got me for the $49.99, and then he turned around and got me for 300 something more dollars the next day. He said, "Hell, this guy's really a fool." And then, wait a minute, that wasn't all the end of it. Same bank, same bank. Then he got me for another $257. Oh my, I'll just get screw glue tattoo. Come on, Guardian. Are we? But anyway, so the guy from Spectrum, he wasn't from Spectrum. So Spectrum sends me a bill. I said, "I already paid you guys." He said, "No, you didn't pay us." Well, I looked at Spectrum on the internet, and this is the number. And the guy, now, okay, here's how he got me. Here's how he got me. He actually turned on my internet. I mean, really, he did. Once I gave him that $49 online, he actually turned on my internet. So I'm saying to myself, well, so it had to be Spectrum, right? I mean, it had to be. Who else can turn on the internet for me on my account? So here's what we figured out: that these banks and these companies in America that are hiring these people overseas now have back doors into their system. That's the only way the guy could have turned on my internet and not be part of Spectrum at all. So I'm just telling you, Do not. Do not. Okay. Okay. Now somebody said so. So so the bank is supposed to write off the $700 loss. Don't ever complain about business having to increase its fees. Well, listen. If the bank if the bank did not outsource their work to foreigners across overseas, then we wouldn't have to go through this. Because I could actually understand everything they say. Spectrum doing it. Spectrum does it too. So maybe there's going to be a lesson in this for our American businesses. Keep your businesses in America. We got enough people that don't mind working at home. They can answer the phone all day long. So yeah, well, it wasn't my fault that they knew my account number. They knew my name. They knew what bank I was banking at. That means that the bank is is partly responsible for that data. So did the bank not secure their data? So or are they giving too much access to our records on these people from overseas? Yeah, I think the bank is culpable in this. Okay, I ain't mad at the bank. Okay, no, I think the bank is culpable. Okay. Now somebody says an American could have done the same thing. That's true, but this guy wasn't an American. Okay, and again, how even if it had been an American, that means that they access data on Guardian's platform. Now, how you gonna call me and know my name, know where I live, give me my address, give me my phone number, unless you have access to the data? Okay, how you gonna do that? Seriously, how you gonna do that? Okay, because you have to have access to their data. Okay, that's what I'm just saying. So the bank is partly culpable in this transaction. Okay, I mean the guy gonna call me, know me, like, hey Kevin. I say, yeah, who's this? Oh, this is Guardian, and I do belong to Guardian. Well, one of my accounts is Guardian anyway. And so I'm just thinking, yeah, I think the bank is culpable because somebody evidently has got into their system. Okay? You don't just get random calls from people who call you by your first name, know your phone number, know your address, and all that good stuff without them having access to that information. So they have failed to secure that information. Okay? Some kind of way. I mean, somebody's got to do it. All right, anyway, here's my message. Do not, do not. I don't care if they say they're from your bank, they're from your credit union, they're from wherever they are. Do not give any information on the phone to anybody. Okay? Tell that calls you. So you can, okay, one more thing, and then I'm done with this. So I get on the phone, okay, and I call the number that's, at the number that is, and this is why I know that Guardian did something wrong. First of all, I called them back. Guess what? Every time I called them back, guess what message I got on my telephone? The number you're trying to reach is no longer in operation. I said, really? I know that number. So here's what I did. Okay, let me try it. So I got two phones, right? I got two phones. My other phone, okay, my other phone actually reached the same number I was trying to get on the number that they called me. So what they did was they put my number that I was calling from on a block. So I couldn't reach the bank and I called them about 14 times and it kept saying the same thing. The number you have called is no longer in service. Okay, well, they blocked me. They gonna block me. So I got on my other phone and I called the same number and it went right through. So they blocked a brother phone call because they didn't want me to call the bank and tell them that they screwed me, gluing me, and tattooing me. So anyway, so here's my message for you this morning. I'm gonna be done with this. I was up all night long. How did they get all that information about me? They called me by my name. They asked me what's my address. Was this your address? I said, yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Okay, well, that's how you verify that I'm the person that they're looking for. Okay, yeah, okay, that made sense to me. Anyway, so do not initiate, do not partake in a conversation. Anybody calls you about your bank account, okay? You tell them leave a number for you, and you can call them back. I'm just trying to save you some heartache. Now I got to figure out how to get my $700 back. Oh Lord, 700. Anyway, okay. I'm a computer savvy guy, but you know, I'm thinking all banks are secure and everybody's good. And this is the second time this has happened to me in 3 months. Same bank. So that tells me that these people who work for Guardian, wherever the hell country they have to be in, have an access to a backdoor entry into their system. Okay, and they know all of our information. I'm just telling you that. So today I'm leaving that bank. I think I'm going. But it doesn't happen to me with my other bank. I just want to. So if anybody calls you and says somebody's trying to charge something on your no, my phone's not down. I was able to use this telephone and call all over America. The only number that I couldn't reach is Guardian's number that they got on the app, which is 244-9999. Okay, it wouldn't reach them. But my other phone was able to reach the bank. So what they did was they called. As a matter of fact, if you guys call 244-9999, you will get Guardian right now. But if I call that same number right now, because they kind of stuck it to me, let me see if I can get this to do what it's supposed to do. Let's see now. 244-9999. Let me see. So that's it. See, you see that? I get that on my telephone. That's Guardian. But if I call from any other number, guess what? I reach the bank. So they block my number. number. I said, oh, this is just too much sophistication for the bank. I mean, this is Guardian. If you call this number right now, okay, you 244-9999. That is Guardian number. Whatever I call it. See? That's what I get. So if you call 244-9999 regarding this is mine, you won't get that. They blocked the hell out of my number, so I couldn't be on the phone calling the bank while they were trying to screw me over. So if somebody calls you and tells you that somebody has charged something on your card, say, give me your number and I'll call you back. Do not be fooled by these scoundrels. Not kind of bank around here that deals with Americans on the other end of that telephone. Okay. Yeah. After the break, we'll be back. I've been waiting all night to tell you guys that. I'm hoping that I save somebody some heartache. $700, that's a lot of money to lose in one shot. I'm just, yeah.
Solar weather forecast on News Radio. Savings are now at low. Get up to 20% off. Plus, with an extra $50 on every $500 you spend on major appliances. Balance your budget. Very big numbers with selection. Multiplies last. See those.com for details. Capital is 21st. 16 to the way up. For a
Montgomery Skywalk Traffic, brought to you by Automotive, family owned, family driven, on News Radio 1440.
At 82.
Yo. Yeah. A regular, yeah, a regular.
It's a series you for today.
Right.
International major
Yeah, that's what the
LGS covering 1 million great tax legends.
Well, I think they will. I think they will. I gotta see that. Yeah. Yeah, that's like that. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I know that. But the guy called me, and he knew me. Yeah. Yeah.
In just 3 weeks,
Yeah.
I was able to have a conversation with him.
Right. Mm. Well, I'm finding out the hard way.
We're right here. Our restaurant's just a few blocks from you. Why is she not seeing us?
Back to the usual, I guess.
Ma'am, can you not see us?
Nope, they can't see you because you're buried deep in the list of local restaurants. You are invisible online. Introducing Cumulus Boost.
Well,
Get a
no,
boost,
yeah,
get
no
miles,
more,
get
no
on the
more
map.
debit card
Learn more
use.
at
We gonna
cumulusboost.com.
need that.
For like Christian Care Ministry.
Yeah, well,
Let's see. If somebody
yeah.
calls you that, the people are happier, something we're into, and that is MetaShare. Maybe you can switch me into MetaShare to pay for healthcare
Yeah.
for many families, like $500 a month. And that is huge, but it's also true that people are way more satisfied after making the switch too. Remember satisfaction?
They got me. Oh, okay, I let it right now.
Double. MetaShare works too. It's been around for 30 years. Members have paid more than $5 billion of each other's bills. People love having telehealth and huge needs.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah, well, you can say the tone, like it better. Imagine being happy with it.
Okay, let me reset it.
The self-employed are part of the good economy. We just want to come in, get right, we get a price within 2 minutes. So you can say this is really, very smart. Here's the money. 855 51 51 Bible 855 51. Need to recruit your life Montgomery and Bradford. Metro Station for better car and truck sales. Bring us from, and let's have some fun. This month, I'm going to help you reboot that old ride and save you up to $3,000 on an extra newer car. It's out of old and get what to do. Well, that old ride is a hundred. No, don't let it leak your phone. Bring it to me, and I'll help you shut it down. Because there's never been a better time to reboot that old ride. Think about your credit, budget, and credit you can say, want to say yes. That's yes, yes, yes. Don't get your ride. The process is like a reset. Reboot that old ride. And lenders that want to say yes. They want to $3,000 on a nicer new car based on the price of the car. But hurry, and this is going to shut down fast. Your dealer forward. Call. It says that's budget says yes.com. Call 334 244 9777.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. And it's really fun for me to call. I'm not here to do that. It's absolutely different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, no matter where you are, call now. 800-565-2794. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS. Generous programs are now available to give you a fair credit. Our council is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems. We have over 1,000 five-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau. You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today.
800 575 4794. That's 800 575 4794. Real solutions for real people.
When someone drives up to your house, generally the first thing they see is your driveway, your invitation. Someday, when you sell your home, your driveway will be the first to speak for how well you've maintained this investment. Hi, this is Tom Blake with Concrete Technology. Call today for all of your concrete needs, your driveway and your swimming pool, as well as complete operating area. Stamp and patios, retaining walls, and drainage. Together and go you have ideas to share and hundreds of pictures on Facebook for your viewing. Here's you send our children our signs in your neighbor's yard. If you have time, you call 334-284-9292. And please follow us on Facebook. What can you learn today? 334-284-9292. 334-284-9292.
News Radio 1440 is everywhere you are. On the radio, online at newsradio1440.com. You can also listen on your smart home speakers. News Radio 1440.
Okay, well, I found out that my phone system up here, they follow me to work. The phone system won't let you call me. I'll tell you what, it's an interesting day. Let me see. Well, okay, so, it has a dial tone, but if you call, you're probably going to get okay, I think I'm talking to you here. I think you're probably going to hear. Yeah. Oh yeah, you're probably going to get that. Okay. Well, maybe too many people trying to get it. 7:55 in the morning. Well, anyway, I was just telling you about my challenge last night, trying to get my $700 back. And one text, so you can text me, because that's the only way we can communicate at the moment. Actually, there's some phone from my phone. But anyway, 824-1440, or you can text me, and we will. I'll relay your concerns about it. Anyway, so my lesson on all of this is that somebody calls you from your bank, or say they from your bank. Somebody says, I'm on the dark web, that category idiot will answer the phone. So, okay, I won't be asking anymore. So take me out of the idiot bracket and the trusting bracket, because and somebody just told me, don't use your debit card online. Okay, use your credit card, which is what I'm gonna use from now on. I'm not using no more. My debit card is under the trash. I'm not gonna use it. I've been screwed twice by it. And somebody said, listen, I don't care if they, even if it was in America, at least it's easier. It is easier to find people in America to work for America. And, yeah, it's an expensive lesson, but I didn't do anything wrong. I didn't do anything wrong at all. The guy called me up, said I'm from Guardian, and he knew my address, he knew where I lived, knew my phone number, knew everything. So how was I to be on? I didn't get the slightest indication that it wasn't legitimate. I didn't get the slightest indication until later on in the conversation, because I asked the guy, well, why do you need my number if you're from my bank? He's like, oh, just to verify that it's you. Well, is that not a reasonable answer to the question? I mean, isn't it? I think it is. You have to make sure it was me. He didn't call you like. Well, he knew who was calling. Because I'm on the dark web. I'm on the call this idiot. So, okay. Well, as of today, they can take me out of the dark web idiot file, because I'm not doing nothing else with a debit card. Nothing. Okay. That is an expensive lesson. So I got to go down to Guardian and see if I can take my money back. And So we'll see. And you gotta blame somebody because uh, I didn't give them that information. So that information must be, evidently it's not that secure someplace, and ain't no sense. So I guess I would guess that I would I would guess that they can get your information anyway. Anyway, we'll be back.
USFA 12 News Update on News Radio 1340. News Radio 1440, the home of the Bear Bongino Show. Also on 95.1. Montgomery, Alabama. News on the other.
I'm Deborah Rodriguez, a former federal prosecutor who testified for the defense, is expected back on the stand at former President Donald Trump's husband trial, a day after the judge needed the courtroom and warned Robert Costello not to stare him down. Robert Costello.
Trump's lawyer moved once again to dismiss this case itself. At this point, Trump is unlikely to testify.
More than a dozen people elected in Arizona to court today. CBS
Rudy Giuliani, an Arizona legislator and American supervisor to change the outcome of the 2020 presidential election, is among the 50 American doing, including 9 of the Arizona in the fake election scheme. Also indicted in the case, former White House chief of staff.
Matt says he's not expecting any fallout from a failed two-out country that might be actually clear. So the election back and forth. CBS uniform says it's far from selling sail again. The clearly will be able to find the news for the first time since March.
Now that the Supreme Court is there, now they have an opportunity to be able to cut time off of the show.
And Governor Westmore says there is still more work to be done on the ship.
We still have really from the few votes that still sitting on top of the ballot.
The flight from London was considered turbulence before it was devoted to find out how it was more than that's been what we're building over the past decade. Ended 52 always had any meaningful benefit, including sustained weight loss. The comment from the manufacturer, Color Lourdes, drugs can cost well over $10,000 a year out of country. S&P and Dow, each down 3, is the CBS News.
Sponsored by Progressive Insurance. Protect your family, your phone, and your furry friends with an electronic device and health insurance.
Getting quality employees to fill positions in your company is essential, but finding those people can be a major hurdle. Unless you use ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter makes finding quality people a breeze. And right now, you can try it for free. ZipRecruiter.com/free. With ZipRecruiter, one click sends your job to hundreds of top job sites. But more than that, ZipRecruiter's advanced technology identifies the candidates with the skills you need, sends you a list of great matches to review, and actively invites them to apply for your job. And the results speak for themselves. The five employers quality candidates within the first now you can focus on your business and let ZipRecruiter do the work finding the best people for you. See for yourself. Experience the ease, efficiency, and power of ZipRecruiter for free. Just go to ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter.com/free. Criticism over a new campaign image.
Trump's social media account shared a video
What happens after Donald Trump wins?
suggesting an election win for him will bring a quote unified right word flashed on hyperlocal newspaper articles with World War I era clippings. The Biden campaign is practical. As evidence, Trump seems to be a full dictator. The Trump campaign says the right intentionally almost like a random account posted by a staffer who did not see the word right. CBS News.
Food category pet food is voluntarily recalling 44-pound bags of grilled steak and veggie flavored dry dog food because there may be loose metal pieces in the bag. The company said there have been no reports of injuries or illnesses. They were sold at Walmart stores in Arkansas, Oklahoma, Louisiana, and Texas. Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
Your first thing they see is this investment.
Don't have to miss a second of your favorite talk show at home or at work. Listen on your smart speaker, on your Alexa or Google smart home device. News Radio 1440.
Okay, and we are back. 8:09 in the morning. It looks like the district attorney is not at all, um, you know, not at all um, pleased with the bail that was given to this young man for, and I'm kind of surprised it's that low. Also, I'm sort of surprised that I mean that woman could have been killed. Um, so I don't know why it's so low, but I guess that's his system. I mean, not his system alone, but that's the law. So it says an arrest has been made. Everybody knows that now. More than a month after the shooting on Montgomery native Amy Dick. Dick was an innocent bystander, was paralyzed after she was shot while sitting in her car at a busy Montgomery intersection. Michael Johnson, 20 years old, has been charged with assault and discharging of a gun into an occupied vehicle. He also he also made his bail of $90,000 on Monday morning. Now I don't know what the bail is for 90,000. What's that? $9,000? I guess you got to put up there. I don't know how much. Is it 10%? Would that be $9,000 you got to put up there? That seems kind of cheap to get out of jail. I don't know. Is that what I don't know? Bail is the phone's not working right now, so y'all just got to text me. Even though it looks like it's working on my end, but it's not working. As soon as I get the engineer up here, we'll talk more about that. But you can text me 334 901 5022. Today. That's 334 901 5022. And we'll relay your comments and your concerns. Dix, of course, was an innocent bystander who was paralyzed as he was shot while sitting in a car at a busy Montgomery intersection. Michael Johnson, 20, was in charge of assault and discharge of women from 55 vehicle. He made his bail of $90,000 in the morning. Montgomery District Attorney Bill Bailey said bail was set too low. Well, who determines who sets bail? Is that the judge? I think the district attorney decided who determines bail. So who else the judge on? I mean, who was the judge that thought the $90,000 bail was? I believe we only got 10% of the bail. Is that not true? And if it's $100,000 bail, you got to come up with $10,000. I guess to get out of jail. I guess I don't. I've never actually um, been in. Never actually been in jail yet. Okay, I got close to it. Well, actually, I was in jail one time. Yeah, 40 years ago. But it was only like 3 hours. I can't even remember. But anyway, so you can try number 860-1440 to Johnson is now free to live and work within the community as he sees it. Okay? Now, if people don't know that I am actually on the air right now, so yeah, what can I tell you? Bailey said that he and his office met with the Montgomery Police Department before the suspect was charged. We look at the law. We look at what we are able to prove with the evidence that we now have at this time, and we advise law enforcement on what we believe are the proper charges so we can prove in court. Bailey says MPD did not take court advice. there were additional charges that could have been filed. He also blames the legislation. Anaya's law is a great law. It's there to protect our community. But when attempted murder and assault one are not included, there is a problem. MPD sent a statement on the case saying, following a thorough review of the evidence, the Montgomery Police Department has pressed the appropriate charges in the case of Amy Hicks. This case will be turned over to the district attorney's office and brought before the grand jury who will charge or not charge based on the recommendations of the district attorney. The grand jury can also upgrade charges based on the evidence. The Montgomery Police Department will remain consistent in pursuing appropriate charges without bias or prejudice. Well, yeah, right. While justice is yet to be served, both Bailey and the Montgomery County Commissioner Doug Singleton said they are proud of the community coming forward to help make Montgomery a safer place. Okay, it does seem like to me though, if you shoot Elkins, and you put a lot of people like it does seem like so if you got $90,000 bill, what does it take for you to get out of jail? Anybody got the answer to that question out there? So what does it take to get you out of jail? Let me see now. Said Bailey has been warning us about these things. Yet they and IRS will never call you and ask for your information. That's right. This guy didn't ask me for my information. He already knew it. He been calling me, asking me for my information, and I knew that was a call. He called me and said, "Do you live here? Yeah, do you live there?" He said, "Well, there's somebody trying to charge this on your debit card." I said, "Really?" He said, "Do you authorize this?" I said, "Of course not." They said, "I already did it." Okay. So what am I supposed to do? I mean, he called me. He didn't say. He didn't tell me. I'm calling to see if anybody is doing it. He called me and said somebody's doing it. And so I go to my account online and I looked at it and somebody was trying to get money. I'm sorry. So I'm just saying, I'm trying to charge somebody PayPal or something like that. So the guy didn't ask me. When I picked up the phone, he said, "This Kevin?" "Yeah." "Do you live here?" I said, "Yeah." "Do you live here?" "Yeah." "Is this the?" Well, he didn't ask me anything. He told me all this stuff before he ripped off the money. Anyway, 860-14. So all I'm just saying, but I'm telling you now, I don't care if they act like they were knowing this since he was a teenager in high school. Don't give me any information. Nothing. What do you mean? Say, give me a number and I'll call you back. I wish somebody told me that information before I did it. Because I would say, well, let me call you right back on this. But because he had all my information right, everything he asked me was correct. So who would know that besides my pain? Who would know that? Who would know? And he didn't ask me anything. He didn't have to. He already had me try to go there. Anyway, so much for that. 860-14 is that number again if you have to work. So anyway, so today I just did this myself. I got ripped off this way $700 by a guy on the telephone, and I was just trying to stuff with it. He didn't ask me for a contact. He asked me for well, after he already told me where I live and kind of dog I had and all this stuff, he told me all that. He said, "Okay, is this your?" I said, "Well, yeah, that's business." And so why would I be suspect of people who call me and somebody is trying to? Again, I do pay one of them. I do. There is a limit on my. So if it's something that's unusual, something that's over a certain amount of money, they are to call me. So getting a call is not that unusual. Not from this bank, But yeah, so what else? I mean, these guys are good. These guys are good. I mean, what else am I supposed to think? I mean, he knew everything. Okay, I should ask what my kid's name was. But I wouldn't know that. But, anyway, so much for that. So, somebody said that we owe the mayor an apology. Uh, because we went down there blaming him. I don't know where this young man is from. It didn't say where he was from in this office. I don't know where he's from, but I just remember somebody said he's not from Montgomery. So what is from Montgomery? And I said, oh, yeah, he did a dirty deed in Montgomery. Okay, Mr. Johnson did. He did a dirty deed. And, yeah, that's, that's too bad. You know, at 95, you know, is it 2% of the $90,000 you got to put up when you're on there? Is that what you got to make? I don't know how that works. Yeah, never get. Yeah, hey, the guy gave me. The guy told me about my account, about my debit card. He told me, and he wanted me to verify that that was me. And I said, okay, that's me. But I didn't give him anything. They called me for it. But that shall never happen again. So I said, yeah, he should be given a $1 million because the lady is paralyzed from the shoulders down. Oh, it's 10%. Okay. So 10% of $90,000 would be 9,000. Hey Siri, what is 10% of 90,000? Well, let me know. Okay, Sally. Okay. I gotta ask Siri. Siri and GT chat. Hey Siri, 10% of 90,000. Okay, I was right. 9,000. I know my math wasn't that bad. I know my son wasn't that much smarter than I am when it comes to math. So you get out of jail on $9,000. Wow. I mean, that's about what it takes to get out of jail on DUI, isn't it? I mean, I think that's what it is. I'm not sure. I never had one of those either. Uh, I can't ever have a DUI because I never done it. So I wouldn't know how that works either. But anyway, all right, moving right along. We got folks. Wait a minute. We got folks who sell drugs. It takes more to get them out of jail than $9,000. I don't know. So we don't really think a human life is worth more than $9,000 to get out of jail. We really. I mean, is that what we're saying to Mr. Johnson? Well, I don't think that's anybody know who the judge was on this? Because we need to take him to task. Whoever the judge was, we need to take him to task. Okay, that's why these kids keep doing things because there doesn't seem to be. Or at some point, he'll get some justice. At some point, if he's not 25 by the time that happens, I mean, at some point, who wants to judge? Anybody? Somebody give me a judge. No, we're gonna reach him. Now, $9,000 all it took to get this guy out of jail. Okay, I could come up with $9,000. Okay, not a little short now, but I'm laughing right now, but inside I'm depressed. Anyway, listen, $700 is not the end, but it may be the end of my life until I get some more money. That may be end of that. Okay, I may be in the dark for a little bit. In my life, I need the air conditioning. Anyway, what is today? What are the things we're celebrating on this day? We are celebrating eating more fruits and vegetables today. Okay. I need a patch for that day. International Tea Day. Okay. National American Red Cross Founders Day today. National Memo Day. Always take a memo. National Strawberries and Cream Day. I don't know. I never really eaten strawberries and cream. It doesn't look like an appetizing dish to me. National Waiters and Waitresses Day. Again, on Fridays now, it is our standard here that we give an extra money to our waitresses in our restaurant. Okay, we try to do that. Okay? National Wait Staff Day. Okay, Navy Day 2 Day. Don't know what that's all about, but okay. Sister Maria Hummel Day. Uh, Talk like a Yoda Day. I don't know what a Yoda is, but that's something on not Star Trek. There's Star Trek. There's Star something else. I forgot what it is. Whatever they are. What is that called? What's the other one besides Star Trek? Star Trek. Anyway, there's another one. There's another Star something too. I can't remember. I never really liked it. What is that? With the Yoda, the R2B2, whatever it is. Anyway, whatever it is. I'll figure it out. World Day for Culture, Diversity, and for Dialogue and Development. Okay, I don't know what that means. Okay, okay. All right. Now, uh, so they put in $15,000 reward. Tips to get $15,000 reward for help with the Atlanta highway shooting suspect's arrest. Okay, good, good, good. Now it's my understanding that they put about a $20,000 reward out for the person who killed that poor woman on Mother's Day. And hopefully, money talk, but everybody else won't. $20,000. You would hope people would do it for free. You would hope they would, but that's not the reality of our day. We feel some community responsibility to see justice is done to people who do the wrong thing. Not when we live today, so be it. But if it takes $20,000 to get somebody to come across with information about this person who shot that person, so be it. Where do we put money in? I think it ought to be a community thing, though. I think it ought to be a fund that we all put a little money in because we let people know that we are willing to put our money where I don't know who paid for the 20,000. I don't know where the 15,000 came for this because of this guy. But I think there ought to be a community fund if we really want to show that just more than talking. If you don't have another $5, let's put the $5. So when these things happen, and that may be um, the, the way to handle some of this violence. We put a community fund together and we put money in it, and every time somebody does something crazy like that, we'll pay you to tell us, and who knows, maybe that's one way to cut down on some of this violence. If it's a gun crime, we pay you this much. If it turns out that you're right, if it's a homicide, we pay you this much. I mean, maybe I don't know, but the community has to put money into it. If everybody in Montgomery puts 10 to 15 bucks in this thing, you know what? I think that's pretty. I think that's a great motive. Unfortunately, it is what it is. We need people to support that the police do. I still don't understand how you got $9,000 bond in fail and what he did. And really is not too happy about this either. Well, it seems like legally they come with more charges on you when you sell drugs than they do when you almost kill somebody. I don't know. We'll be back after this. 8:27 in the morning. We'll be right back.
Morning Espresso starts right here. It's the Sean Hannity Morning Minute.
Even David Axelrod was right. You look at this Biden economy, he points out what an insane mistake it is that could result in his defeat if he keeps pushing this lie that is at odds with the reality that the American people are living, that their money is worth about $12,000 less than when Donald Trump was president. He said, I don't understand. He's got all this money pushing Bidenomics and touting Bidenomics, and it's not resonating. What part of this are you not understanding? And then rightly points out that on the issue of the handling of the economy, Americans by larger and larger numbers trust Donald Trump over Joe Biden.
The Sean Hannity Show from coast to coast later today.
War, inflation, and recession. Did you know that experts call gold the everything hedge? Gold goes far beyond hedging against inflation or the stock market. It could potentially even guard you against today's wars in Ukraine and the Middle East. Not to mention the great economic danger of a recession coming, which is what we're all worried about. And that's why gold is at another record high. And central banks, they just keep buying gold at a record pace. It's Linda here. Join me and thousands of people who have called gold the number one rated gold country. It's time you diversify your money with time-tested safe haven assets, physical gold and silver. Today, Goldco is offering our listeners a free IRA fees plus up to 8% in bonus silver with a qualified account. Call 855-815-GOLD for free IRA fees, free bonus silver, and a free gold and silver input kit. What are you waiting for? Call 855-815-GOLD. That's 855-815-GOLD. Do it today. You can't wait.
Are right for you. If prescribed, they ship right to your door for free. Get started with a free 100% online consultation.
Restricted supply. See website for details.
One-stop shop. All things local honey. Yeah.
And the lender just want to say yes. On a night, you're just shut up out. I feel bad if you see all of this. 334. Money.
Good morning.
Where you are.
Everyone all right, brother? Okay, we are back. Okay, now just so you guys don't just happen to me. I got a caller here that says I had the same thing happen to me last week. I thought it was a scam, got scooped and hung up on her. That's how it was locked, and the next day I went down to the bank to find out why it was locked. I was told that from the fraud protection at the bank was a valid call, therefore, because someone tried to use my card, I had to get a new card. So you see, it's not unusual to get calls. Can I get my other bank? Well, that's what they'll do sometimes. They'll do that. Uh, Everything the guy told me yesterday seemed to be reasonable request. He didn't ask me for my numbers, except he said, "Well, I need to know the customer number because I need to make sure this is you." And yeah, so they called me. Come on. All I'm saying is that I think we don't. Now I shouldn't do what she did. You know, I should have just hung up the phone like she did. You got to the bank, but I had me hook, line, and sinker. When you call my name and tell me where I live, and, my social security number, and all that stuff, hell, who would know that information besides the bank? But as a matter of fact, I'm squaring off debit cards. I'm not using no more debit cards. We done with that. Only credit card. I'm not using no more debit cards. What am I wallet credit? When I had 57 credit cards, I didn't see if I could get them. And every time once your credit score over 800, you can almost get anything you want. I said, right on. And then I found out that having great credit sometimes not that big a deal, because it means you're able to get yourself in more debt. So, yeah, so I'm not sure. But anyway, it was nice to have all these credit cards. Although I didn't realize having all these credit cards is expensive, because you potentially you have the ability to stick it to a lot of people. Well, I would do that, of course. I mean, not at this age. Now, if I was 21, who knows? Y'all may be on the lookout. But no, not anymore. I won't do those kind of things anymore. All right, here's a story. Here's a story right here. The person responsible for the trip will earn $15,000 for their action. Crime Stoppers will provide cash reward of $5,000. And then kind of District Commissioner Ronald Walker was giving another 5,000 and another award for the same amount of company Alabama State Representative in England District 75. That's it. That's something I think we need a public fund managed by some person, make it a 501c3. And that way we can keep our own fund because these people ain't going to give all their money away. But if we had a public fund, where we put every citizen, they could afford to put $20 in there a month, whatever the case may be. That to make sure it's in jail. We get the information. Hey, I'm on the board. I won't do it by debit card, though. Okay, now we can't break it down. Let me our student check it from the debit card. So now we can get that done. And then we could probably speak a lot of people. They know somebody gonna get paid to tell it on your butt. I'm just saying, and then we don't have to have all these individuals, um, or we all give the Crime Stoppers. You know, they already got an organization here. Give the Crime Stoppers, and and they can dish out the money to people. I think we can trust the young folks. I think we can trust the people over there to do a good job. I've never heard anything bad about them. They've always done a great job, and maybe do a fundraiser yourself. And that way, next time, not one or two people have to give all this money. We as citizens can donate. You know, if everybody gives a little, uh, that's better than one person trying to give a lot. They always give $20 a month or whatever the case may be. You know, we can have a good crime fund over there. We can do a special fund for people. Oh yeah, we can do that. Here's the story. Now, I think I'm gonna limit eating at restaurants real soon. Now, this did not. Let me say this again. This did not happen in Montgomery, Alabama. I'm sure that at some point in time, though, it has happened. But not this story right here. There's a guy, a restaurant cook. I won't name the city. Is accused of putting his genitals in on open food items, according to the authority. On April the 4th, the young man, police arrived at the restaurant and saw surveillance video from the manager showing a 27-year-old young man named Othello, okay, allegedly placing his private parts on the pizza. Now, the pizza evidently must have been cold or something. I can't see a brother putting private parts on a hot pizza, but he did. Okay, I don't know what that's all about, but it does. It does make you want to think twice about eating stuff that you didn't see somebody make. You know what I'm saying? That's not something that I would. I don't know. That guy was crazy. But anyway, so evidently the pizza didn't just come out the oven, because I can truly tell you that that's not a place you want to lay your private parts on a hot pizza out of a 500-degree oven. But evidently it had cooled down, and he thought he would season it with his private parts. Okay, I'm just saying. So just be careful. Okay. Now he was charged with indecent assault. I don't know what that is, which eventually led to investigations to dig up more on the brother. On April 15th, Holmes gave written consent for forensic analysis of his cell phone. And he had over 100 images and 5 videos of child pornography. The videos contain children between the ages of infancy and teens engaging in things that are unthought of. Anyway, so just be careful, Now what was? Oh, okay. Here we go. Holmes was booked in jail on $500,000 bond for child pornography. Now, I would say, as uncouth as that is, I would say that the guy who shot and paralyzed this woman, that's the type of bond that he should have had, about $500,000. Okay, let him know that how serious this is. But we're gonna give a guy 500,000 bond just because he had some pictures, whereas a woman who almost lost her life a man gets $90,000 bond on that. I don't quite get that. This guy had to come on at least $50,000. I get what? At least $50,000. See, 500,000, 100, $50,000, I think, to get out of jail. Well, the guy here that shot a woman, whether he did it accidentally or not, it's irrelevant. But now he only has to pay $9,000. So I don't know what's 10% of 500,000. Hey Siri, what's 10% of 500,000? Yeah, I knew I was smarter than I thought I was. $50,000. Now that's what this young man ought to have had to pay to get out of jail. So you get more time in America for having a picture on your phone than you do almost killing a woman. So, Mr. DA, you need to work on that. You need to get with our legislative people down there and work this out. Right? Got to take a break. My phone's not working today. Sorry about that. But I got the engineer working on it as we do. But you can text me 334 901 5022. Okay, that's the best I can tell you. Uh, oh, it's 15%, not 10%. So you got to come up with 15% of the bond. When did they take it up? Okay. I vote yes on that motion. Operation Catch a Body, a fund for telling. Listen, that's what it's going to take. And we can give to Crime Stoppers. He just got to, and if all of us give $20 a month, I mean, we can catch everybody. Yeah, seriously, we can catch everybody. We just put a bounty. It's a bounty. We put a bounty on the Crime Stoppers wall. How much? I got to find his number and see if I can call him up because I may can reach him. Let me see. Can I call out? I think I can. Okay. Let me see. Let me see if my phone. Well, anyway, anybody know Crime Stoppers number? How about give me a call? Send it to me via text. I'm gonna call him see if we can work this out. Let's take a break, and we'll be back. Uno momento. I apologize, my phone's not working today, but you know how it goes. Sometimes you get the bear, and sometimes you're the hunter. They think I'm the bear. Okay. We'll be back. Oh yeah, it didn't hurt. I got conned out of $700 yesterday. Um, on my debit card. I'm getting rid of the debit card. I'm not taking no more debit card. It's happened to me twice. I think I'm on the dark web on the dumbass side. Okay? This is the dumbass we can get the money from. Okay, well, no more debit card for me. Just a credit card. No more debit card. Take the money. Now I gotta go down to the bank when I leave and see if I can pay for it back. Anyway, and somebody said, well, so you think the bank should write off this? Yes, because it is their business that got hacked. The guy knew everything about me on the phone. That's why I thought this was good. My name, where I live, everything. He knew everything. So, if you said Davis from someplace, we'll be back. And I want to say good morning to Greg, all the way up there in Las Vegas, listening in to the greatest talk show in Alabama. We'll be back.
Montgomery's traffic.
I'm just saying, when you say major delay, everyone won't know who you're talking about. His name is takeout. Then you can say, no, major delay at Chappie's Deli. Yeah, that's not confusing. Thanks, Major Delay. I give up. Please come by to any of the 5 locations of Chappie's Deli, Perry Hill Road, Pepper Creek, Prattville, Baptist South, and Auburn, where there is no major delay.
Yes, there is. I'm right here at Chappie's Deli.
Let's see, something different for dinner. Searching restaurants near me.
Right here, ma'am. How can we help?
Gee, same old, same old.
Wait, we're right here.
Ma'am, our restaurant is a few blocks from you. Why should we say this? It's a delivery address. Hey, can you not see us? No, okay. You are visible online. Introducing Cumulus Boost. Boost, get on the We're more at cumulusboost.com. When someone drives up to your house, one of the first thing they see is your driveway. Your invitation. Someday when you sell your home, your driveway will be the perfect speak for how well you maintain this investment. Hi, this is Tom Lakeland with in Concrete Technology. Call us today for all of your concrete needs, your driveway and your school zone, as well as complete outdoor living areas. Fireplaces, stamped and patterned patios, material walls, and drainage systems to complete the outdoor living area. Our team is putting together communities with our goal to do the best. We have ideas to share and hundreds of pictures on Facebook posted for your view. As you said, our church is yours. Isn't it time you call 334-284-9292? And do follow us on Facebook for hundreds of pictures of current and past projects. Call Penny Earn today, 334-284-9292. 334
This is a notice to all taxpayers. The owner of the program calls the to aid premium taxpayers. This is for anyone who is or unqualified taxes. All the time and the premium program elections status for the monthly tax bill can reduce this by thousands of dollars. Information. Program increases 72791. Personal or business taxes. You can now get that. Information. 72791. 800-727-9105.
Okay, now Bidenomics. We've heard about it. We've heard of Bidenomics like it's something good. Did you know that 500 red lobsters? Now, I've never eaten lobster before in my life. It looked like a roach to me, so I can't have it. But evidently, there are people who love lobster tail. I never tasted it. Looks good, but I've just never tasted it. Maybe if I close my eyes one day and somebody give me a piece of lobster tail, I don't know what it is. I can mentally, I don't have to deal with it. I can just taste it. I never had lobster. Red lobsters don't look like they found bankrupt. A lot of companies in America are filing bankruptcy right now because Bidenomics is not doing what they said it was going to do. It's just making a hell of all the work. And I got debit cards on it right now. I believe it's $700 yesterday from the stand. I mean, when you're brilliant as I am, these things don't normally happen. You know what I'm saying? However, even the smart people like myself, we get conned. I'll tell you about that one more time before I leave the air. All I'm telling you is that if somebody calls you from a bank to tell you that somebody's charging something on your debit card, tell them to hang up and you call them back. Tell them to hang up and you call them back. Do not relinquish any information on the phone. Even though the guy called me like he was my brother. Hey, Kevin, this Steve from whatever, the bank, and somebody is trying to go to PayPal and trying to get money on your card. So I looked on my credit card, and I'm right there in line, and yeah, someone's trying to get it done. And I'm with Guardian, of course, and they're trying to do it. I never, and I'm just wondering, how's that, but anyway, so they asked me a whole bunch of questions. Only question my bank would know. Okay? And so I'm sitting there watching the guy, and so I'm looking at my balance with $1,000, right? $1,000 in the account. You know, I've been proud of myself, but I paid that $1,000 up for a people down to at least $500 in those, you know, David, what's his name? Who's the guy? Who's the guy that does the financial radio show? Anyway, I'm working on my envelope thing, right? I'm working on my envelope thing here, and so I finally got $1,000 in the bank. Okay, just I'm trying to work on my 6 month thing here. You know, when you're on Social Security, it's kind of hard to, to save 6 months up. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, so I watched it go from $1,000 down to $3, right in front of my eyes. I said, I thought you said that somebody was, and he just, I mean, he's probably still laughing now, all the way to Portuguese, or where the hell he's from, Ghana, India, where he's from. So now I go to another bank. I'm going to ask you guys, do you guys have American customer service? Okay. Are they in America? That's the first thing I want to know. If they're not in America, speak English. As a number where I can talk to a supervisor, I'm not going to do it. I can't go. No. It takes $700 from me. Now I got to go to the bank on my hands and knees when I leave here. Because there goes my, phone. It's coming. So I'm going to use that right now. It's some of that was light bill. You know what I'm saying? Some of that was light bill money. That's sometimes there's never been a lesson that did not touch. And I sure hope this don't cost me $700. Woo! Yeah, that's almost, I could almost buy a car for $700. Not much of a car, but I could have something. 860-1440 is our, well, you think my phone is not working for some reason. Let me see my phone. I don't know where my engineer is. Later on. Maybe for the school is out, I can get maybe okay, I can get a yeah. Like I said, dollars is still in the U.S. That all right then. What else is going on? Not much. I don't have a whole lot of time left. I don't want to get into it. You can't tell me if you can text me 901-5022. Area code 624-901. 5022. That's where we have to communicate today. Any other good stuff? Let me see what I got going on. Okay. That's pretty good too. Oh, Dave Ramsey, that's right, Dave Ramsey. Dave Ramsey tells us about, getting the envelopes together and paying off the small bill. Is that just one of my small bills? Yeah. So, I got to get that money back. I'm getting rid of debit card. I'm done having to be trying to no more debit card, only credit card. No more debit. Anyway, so we'll be back one more hour to talk to you. Right? Hopefully the phone will work before the hour is up.
WSFA 12 News Update on News Radio 1440.
Good morning, I'm Jasmine Williams at WSFA 12 News. Lamar Johnson fired the shot that hit 8 gigs of San Francisco. Money is being raised in other sectors. Auburn running back that is working to make your Memorial Day holiday travel.
WLWIAM, the home of the Ben Shapiro Show, and heard on 95.1 83 FM, the Studios Media Station. This is the hour, sponsored by
I'm Deborah Rodriguez. Former President Trump headed into the courthouse in New York responding at his lawyers resume their defense and his criminal hush money charge. Testimony could wrap up today unless he decides to take the witness stand, which he has not expected to do. In Iran, funeral services have gotten underway for the president and foreign minister. Correspondent Harvey Williams.
Iran's government declared there will be 5 days of national mourning for President Ebrahim Raisi. He was caught in a Bell 212 helicopter manufactured by an American company when it crashed in the mountains of northern Iran on Sunday. Iran faces chronic shortages of spare parts for aircraft because of sanctions imposed by the U.S. and its allies.
A British man was killed today on a flight from the UK to Singapore. The BBC's Theo Leggett.
The plane, 16-year-old Boeing 777, according to the airline, encountered severe turbulence en route and diverted to Bangkok, where it arrived roughly 11.5 hours after departure. The airline confirmed that one person had died in the incident, with his condolences to their family. Said others have been injured with no details.
Lately, so you know, like music. CBS's Chris Van Cleave's been following Congress order for the FAA to make sure it hasn't got to evacuate state lawmakers want to know where
I can't let it go, brother. I'm going out when I leave here. I'm going to the bank. I want everybody. This can happen to anybody. Exactly. But had I heard this conversation, I certainly would have did things a little differently than I did yesterday. That fellow got act like he was from that bank. Did you get your money back? Woo! Yeah. I'd have killed somebody. Yeah, I'd have killed somebody.
30-2777 from.
Yeah, I got that now. I got you, brother. I got it. I ain't got $80,000 in the bank, but hey, that $700 hurt him, brother. All right, appreciate it. Bye. All right, it's 9:07 in the morning. Let me see if I- let me see if we need to make this, we need to make this happen. Okay. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay, so my hands wasn't fast. I don't. They always got to put these 215 stop. Man, I gotta have the numbers, man. Oh, there it is, right there. Okay, there we go. There we go. I don't have time to spell it. The number say, okay. Okay. Now, let's see if I can, that's it. We can do a tail fund. Hey, Crime Stoppers, are you in Montgomery? Hey, this is Kevin Elkins. You on the air. And I'm with News Radio 1440. I was trying to propose something. I had to know if you guys would go along with it. We trying to, you guys take donations. I'm trying to figure out, we need to come on down here on the air one of these days. And I figured, we can have like a $20 a month from everybody in the government. And that way, if we can get the truth, we can pay for it. So I'm thinking since I think it's crime charges have to pay the 20,000 for the young lady who got killed in another state. Are y'all involved in that one too? Okay. Well, come on down to the studio one day. Let's talk about Crime Stoppers and how we can, where we can give and help, and what bank we can put the money in, and what it takes to do. And first of all, do you know who I am? Okay, yeah, I thought this was, yeah. We were talking about that. It helped get that young man out there. They let him out of $10,000. But I think we need to do that. I think we need to come on down, let's talk about it, and so where we can get it to this thing. And if we keep enough money in that thing for you, we can pay for the truth. Mm. And we get a lot of crime going on. I didn't know that. I thought it was always a heinous thing like murder. Okay, I didn't know that. Well, let me ask you, one of the things that I find frustrating is that all these cameras, in a lot of businesses, is the minute you go to the cameras are so cute, you really can't even identify people sometimes. Is there I mean, we find the best camera we can find to surveil our location? Right. Right. Mhm. Okay, okay. Let's have a conversation about this because it's getting way out of hand. We just, Lord, it's getting out of hand. Yeah, okay. Well, come on down sometime. We'll tell folks because I didn't have any idea y'all paid. I thought that only came about when there was a penis crime or something very serious. I didn't know the shoplifters were included. But sometimes when you look on, again, you look on TV, they show somebody, but I can't tell who it is, what it is, or whether it's male or female. So, I mean, yeah, yeah, that's true. Uh, you know him, the way he walks. I know my son anywhere on anybody's video, yeah, blurry or not, but they probably won't tell. So, yeah, interesting. Okay, good, good, good. Right, right, right. Yeah, I know. Yeah. No. Yeah, yeah, that's true. Okay. 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 Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Listen, after the holidays and everything, I think let's have one else so we can hear you better. Okay. Okay. I got you. Okay. All right. Well, we'll talk and let us get you on. Let's see. You do a lot of things I didn't know you did. Okay. All right. I'll let you know. All right. Appreciate it. All right. See, that's what I love about radio. You can reach out and touch people wherever they are, unlike TV. Tony Garrett, that's who the guy is. We handle that. Eight, not just to give you a name, but you do have a website. It is 215stop.com. So if you want to find out more about the services of Crime Stoppers, go to 215stop.com. The number 215stop.com. You can go there and check it out. And they do have the woman that was killed. They got $20,000. Gloria Cruz was shot and killed at her home off of Jubilee Road. Central Alabama Crime Stoppers announced Monday that the reward for information related to the murder of Miss Cruz is around $20,000. Montgomery County Commissioner Ronald Walker offered $4,000. Joining Montgomery City Councilman Jim Hood, $60,000 for Rodney Mitchell in support of the ongoing investigation. The police offered $15 on Thursday in addition to the $1,000 reward. So, let me get it right. This brings total cash information to lead that information is $20,000. Circumstances surrounding the fatal shooting remain under investigation, and investigators are asking that anyone who may see something or know something, please come forward. If you have any information regarding the identity of the suspect or the suspect whereabouts, immediately call the police or Crime Stoppers 334-215-STOP. 334-215-7867. Okay. Or you can download the T3-Tip app. Okay. So there are things out here which we can do hopefully without putting yourself in any jeopardy or anything like that. But enough is enough. Now here's something somebody called Pastor Wilson into, and I find this interesting. You realize that everybody's lying, a lot of folks are lying, why they all coming down to the mayor's office and blah, 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 blah. Well, I think, you know what, we should show up to the next meeting in this group. I'll be there. Okay. I realize that they're doing what they can, but they need to understand the urgency of filling the ranks of our police department. I don't want to hear nobody wants to be a policeman. I tell you, there's somebody out there that wants to be a policeman. There's some young man that wants to do that job. If we can find men, I just said that. If we can find people who on 911 were willing to join the services and sacrifice their bodies, their minds for the cause of freedom. Well, Montgomery and all our other cities are the same way. I know we got people who are willing to do the same thing for the cause of our older people and the lives and the futures of our young people. I know they're out there. I know they're out there. It's up to the police department and the mayor and the governor and the city council to find those individuals. I know they are there. There's got to be people out there. Your job is to find them or convince them. We got people graduating right now. They don't know what they're going to do for the next 10 years. They don't know. Why not do some community service and be a police? Why not? And here's the one thing I would do. Any transgressions that they've had in the past, or something like that, why not expunge that and give them an opportunity to serve the city, the county, and their nation by being an identity police officer? Why not do that? Too many people don't want to do it because they don't want their past brought to them. What they did when they were stupid and young. That's a little less young, just stupid. So I believe if we put the right carrot out there, somebody will bite. We got a bunch of people graduating high school this week. Some of those folks, okay, probably are out. Some of those folks would probably wouldn't mind doing it for a tour, just like the military. Give them 4 years, or give them 4 years and being a policeman, and you'll have to. I think we already have that. I believe. I'm not sure. I think we do. We got some percent. And I ain't talking about your master's degree. How about help me just get the first degree? Okay. I'm gonna pay for that. Let me pay that. If that's what it takes to secure our cities and our towns and our kids, and maybe, just maybe, we wouldn't have to put these rewards up after tragedy after tragedy after tragedy in our city. So I'm saying maybe, maybe some duplicate officers already have some of the graduation, and they can start doing further. If somebody gets stupid. But they can also see where a real man looks like, and one who wants to serve his community. So I'm just saying, it may be, if I wasn't so old, I'd go down there for it. But I think I'm too old. Okay. Although they told me I could, I could give up a job. Not like going on how long is police academy? Anybody know how long police academy? I mean, if I could take a few athletes from the radio, I'll be a reserve. I'll be a reserve. All those things really get done. Okay. So I'll be like a weekend. Anyway, it's 9:22 in the morning. I take a break. We'll be back. But anyway, there's got to be something that we can do about the shortage of policemen in our city, our towns, and our states. And the first thing we do is let them know that we appreciate them for what they do. They're just like soldiers. They go in harm's way every day. Yeah. Just like our young men and women that we will celebrate this week on the 15th of this week, where we will call the roll like we do every Memorial Day. All the folks who were lost since 2001. We have them drive on the bridge, and other young soldiers who are no longer here. So we have to speak for them. We have to always remember their sacrifice. Always. So let us take a break. It's 9:23 in the morning. The phones don't work, but I've been making it pretty good without the phones. Somebody said, stop whining about the money I lost. Well, listen, I'll tell you what to whine about. Let me whine about what I want to whine about. Somebody said, raise police pay to 50. I think police don't make $15 an hour. Police make a lot more money than that. I mean, and $15. Listen, we give them $15 an hour to cook hamburgers. It ought to be no less than $25 an hour to be a policeman. And hamburger, you make a little grease put on it. But and policemen, they trying to grease you. So let's pay them fairly. So we ain't trying to make a millionaire out of them. That's what things are
News Radio
for.
1440.
Paid for by Christian Care Ministry.
Let's see, if something costs less, but people are happier with it, that sounds like something to look into, and that is MediShare. Maybe you've heard switching to MediShare to pay for healthcare can save many families up to $500 a month, and that is huge. But it's also true that people are way more satisfied after making the switch too. The member satisfaction rate for MediShare is double that of the typical health insurance plan. Double. MediShare works. It's been for years. They can share more than $5 billion of each other's bills. People love having telehealth, a huge nationwide PPO network. So yeah, really, you can save a ton, make it better. Imagine being happy with how you're taking care of your health care. So if you're self-employed or part of the gig economy, or you just want a plan you're happy with, you can call right now. You'll get a price within 2 minutes. So see what you can save. This is very, very smart use in 2 minutes. Here's the number you need. Call 855-51-BIBLE. That's 855-51-BIBLE. 855-51-BIBLE.
Since 1969, you've trusted Bill Bradley when something breaks. Call Bill Bradley for plumbing, heating, and air conditioning concerns. Bill Bradley will come fix your home. Call today and tune up your AC for only $74.95. Bill Bradley, your source for all things green, including available financing on HVAC. Certificate number 8449. Texting and calls you will reoccurring automated text messages can send not required to purchase. Message and data reply. Hey, Dan, how you doing? Haven't seen you around the gym for a while.
Yeah, I've really fallen off. Since I turned 40, I just don't get the results I used to get.
You lower testosterone. Or yeah, I went through it a while back. Once you hit 40, your body has less free testosterone. I got Nugenix Total T, and it's made a huge difference for me.
I've seen that ad on TV. Is it real?
Oh, yeah. The key ingredient is something called testosterone, which helps boost free and total testosterone levels and help you trim up and stay lean.
And it's made a difference for you.
And if you let them in like 20s again and work in the gym, and I bet you.
Are they still giving out complimentary bottles for people who try it for themselves?
Yeah. Send a text.
Text order to 42424 right now for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T, the #1 selling testosterone booster at GNC.
You know, I got the most unusual 17-year-old I've ever seen. He don't really like going on with girls at the moment. He went on the NK, we had that conversation. And he don't really want a car. And his mom got the money for the car. And he had his driver's permit. And he was crazy about getting his driver's permit. I said, he just done walking enough, he'll change his mind. Yeah, I ain't come to get you every time, man. Oh, well.
As of today, you could be one of millions of drivers that now may qualify to have your vehicle
I think it's going to take his first interaction with people.
directly to the repair shop for you.
He'll want to try. He'll figure it out. Yeah.
Protected now. So on from costly vehicle repairs. A toll-free number has been established for you to call for your free 5-minute quote and to see if you qualify. The number to call is 800-290-1583. 800-290-1583. Yeah, that's 800-290-1583.
This is Nnamdi Asamoah. I play football for the Philadelphia Eagles, but what I do off the field with United Way might be more important. I'm a volunteer tutor and mentor. Why? Because over 1 million kids a year drop out of school, and that's not okay. It takes 12 years to create a graduate, but it takes about the same time to create a dropout. And the difference between a child becoming one or the other could be me, or it could be you. Studies show that if we get to these kids earlier, their chances are better. And kids who read well by 3rd grade are more likely to graduate. So join me in United Way. Suit up and take the pledge. Become a volunteer reader, tutor, or mentor. Because when a child succeeds, we all succeed. Give, advocate, volunteer, live united. Take the pledge at unitedway.org. Brought to you by United Way, the Ad Council, and the National Football League.
Don't miss Sean Hannity. Biden incoherently appears live this afternoon at 2 p.m. on News Radio 4.
Yeah, I thought our police would make a pretty good penny. They start dollars, and that's in training. and I don't know what they get after that, but $47,000 to start a job. Okay, I got my first job in the Army. I was making $375 a month. Okay, so listen, y'all. I think $47,000 is a pretty good starting pay. You can afford a house and a car, an apartment, everything like that. So you can live on 47,000. That's wait, hold it, 47,000. Okay, how much is that per month? Okay, so 47 divided by, okay, hold on. 47,000 divided by 12 equals, okay, so that's $3,900 a month. Okay, I know you got to pay taxes and all, but I'm thinking, you ought to be. I mean, you're not supposed to live in a Taj Mahal when you're a newbie. That's like you'll be a private. I mean, you'll get enough to live and enough to put some gas in your car, and maybe you got to work a part-time job until things get ready. But when you're supposed to make you rich, and you got to get some experience first. I'm just thinking, So that's 39, 3,000. Yeah, that's 900 a week, man. Right on. That's what I'm talking about. I can take $900 a week. Man, I wish I was getting. I wish I get $900 a week here. I'd be all right. Oh yeah, $900. Man, let me see. How many weeks in a year? Da 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 da. Let's see how many weeks in a year. Okay, fine. Oh yeah, 52 weeks in a year. Okay, so okay, I'm clear that. 52 times 900 equals, yeah, that's $900 a week, man. Yeah, that ain't bad pay plus benefits. That's pretty good. Anyway, so I hope the mayor and city council and everybody take my suggestion. We need a full-time recruiter, just like the military has. We need a full-time recruiter for policemen. And you go all over America. You go everywhere. You try to get people. Because one nice thing about being in the South, is that the cost of living, $47,000, it's pretty good in the city this side with the cost of living. Now, if you was in New Jersey, that probably wouldn't be the same. New York, California, but in Montgomery, Alabama, $47,000 a year to start a job is pretty $900 a week. Well, at least you can pay your rent out of one. And if your rent's higher than that, you need to buy a house. I'm just saying. But I know, that's what y'all get when you put on them Democrats in office. Ain't managed. Don't get me wrong. 9:32 in the morning. I guess my phone still ain't working. I don't guess they are. Let me see. Okay, let me see it. Okay, I guess. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I guess my phones ain't working here. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Okay, let me see here now. It's not working. Okay, I guess it's not. What can I say? All right, let's go on to something else then. We did a survey. Somebody we looked up some information yesterday, and well, forget that. Did you hear the good news of the day? Unionization of Montgomery car factories probably won't happen. Mercedes-Benz turned it down big time because they knew what was coming. All right, you put that union in there, and Mercedes gonna leave Alabama, and a lot of Hyundai gonna leave Alabama. I mean, I think people should be paid fairly. I do. I think they should be paid fairly. But when you got a union come in, that's gonna hurt all of us. We're gonna have to pay more for everything. That is the economic facts. It is going to cost us more money. Okay, it's going to cost us more money. So somebody said, so they do make over $20 an hour, which they ought to. Put your butt on the line. I'm trying to figure out, man. Wait a minute, how much money did I make when I first joined the Army? Let's see. 375 times 12 equals, okay, I made $4,500 a year. Okay, when I first joined, I didn't say 40,000. I said 4,000 before taxes. That's what I'm saying. Okay. If you take 375, because that's what I was getting in 1975, okay, $375 a month times 12 equals, yeah, 4,500. Let me make sure. Let me make sure. Did I actually work for that cheap? Okay. Okay. No, no. Really? Let me see now. I gotta figure this out. Okay. So how much did I make? Let me see. Okay. So pay scale, PAY scale. I spell scale. Um, Forgot now. Oh, there it is right there. Pay scale, SCALLE for an E1 in 1975. Okay, 1975. Okay, let me see here now. What were we making? Okay, let me see what we got here. My bad. It was 390. Oh no. Oh, excuse me. An E1 in 1975 was making $344 a month. So I made even less. So $344 times 12 equal $4,128 a year. You divide that, okay, you divide that by 52, divided by 52 equals, okay, so I was making $79.38. Okay, so don't tell me that $47,000 is not a good pay scale. I was making $79 a week. Of course, they did feed me. You know, they did. The child was good. You know, I mean, it was good. It was a good thing back then, back in those days. Okay, so 47,000 versus 4,000. Okay, and I realize the price on things have gone up. I got that part. I know that part. But they ain't going up that much. How did I survive on 79? Oh yeah, I didn't have a girlfriend, no car, no nothing. I had to eat the chow hall, yeah, and slept in an old hard bed. Okay then. So that's enough. I know some of you guys want to get in on this, but you know, on this conversation. But $47,000 is is a good piece of money. Okay, live below your means, and you can live on $47,000 real well. Okay, live below your means. Okay, don't live. It is better to live below your means and survive and live than above your means and try to survive. So I think 47. If you can't convince somebody, uh, if you can't convince somebody right now to take a job, man, $47,000 a year, then I don't know what to tell you. You know, I mean, is our recruiting not bad? I mean, let me see. Let me see what an E1 makes today. If you went in the army today, okay. Uh huh. Uh huh. Okay. Let me see what you make today. Mm-mm-mm. Yeah, they got a 5.2 2024 pay raises. What is the pay rate for an E1 in the army? Okay. Okay. Woo! Lord have mercy. An E1 in the Army today makes $24,000. Oh, it's 6 years experience. My bad. If you're still in E1, if you're still in E1 at 6 years experience, you need to go home. I'm just saying, $24,000 a year for an E1. That's $2,000 a month, or close to $2,000 a month. Man, I was making 300 and wow. Oh well, things have gone up, of course. I realize that. So okay, so either way it goes, $47,000 is a lot of money to pay somebody to just start a job with no experience. Okay, I think that, and we live in a military base. We live by a military base, so there's got to be guys who used to taking orders. You know, also although they understand BS when they hear it too, but good leadership, a good recruiting thing, and we should be able to fill the ranks of our Montgomery Police Department. Now, if y'all want me to go out and be a recruiter, just call me up. I know how to do it. Okay, I know how to do it. Okay, I can handle it. I can get us some more policemen. So, Mayor, call me up. Either Reed, either one, Colonel Reed or Mayor Reed, either one of y'all. Y'all call me up, put me on the recruitment team, And yeah, I'll use this radio airways to get us some more policemen. Okay, I'll do that. Yeah, so we need some more. I'm just saying. So leave it up to me, and I'll make sure it happens. Okay, I'm just saying. Okay, so now I've given y'all the plan. Go to the graduations this week, college and high school. Talk to some of them folks who may want to go to college, but not quite sure. But at the meantime, they can have a job if they can pass the test and pass the thing. And listen, let's not hold it against them because they got arrested and 15 years ago smoke a little Mary Joe. That ain't a big deal anymore. It's legal most of the places now anyway. So let's just get them in there, train them well, but let them know. Let them know. Okay, we gonna forgive you this one. We ain't forgiving too much and nothing else. We forgive you. We give you a clean slate to start on. Clean slate to start on. Okay, I'm just saying. I think that'd be good. Okay, I'm just saying. Okay. Anyway, eight. Well, I don't. Is our wait a minute? Is our phone ringing yet? Let me see now. Let me see now. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Okay, let me find that phone again. See, it may be working out. So okay, 334-860-1440. Let me see. So since it's almost the end of the show, it'll probably work now. Okay, it still ain't working. Well, at least it's ringing. Oh, there you go.
All circuits are busy now. Will you please try your call again later?
Okay, don't make me go on a vacation early this week. Just, I don't really want to talk by myself for 3 hours. Anyway, you can text me 901-5022. Okay, let's go look at some of my texts and see what people are sending me. Okay, all right then. All right, I can live with that. That's good. Okay, let me see here now. Some other people still not working, huh? Yeah. Yeah, that's over $20 an hour. That's true. That is over $20 an hour. For a weekend warrior, that was good pay. Listen, well, for an E1 with no college, no work experience except working my jaws. That was pretty good. $79 a week. With nothing to do but show up and do what I was told. So that was pretty good. I can't complain. I ate good back in those days. Let me see. 40 hours a week times 50 a week is 2,000 hours a year. $50,000 equals $25 per hour. Yeah. I knew. So somebody, you must have had to pay your own phone bill with your debit card. All right, let's take a last break and we'll come back. Hey, listen, don't tell me about, okay, people don't want to work for money. Okay, I work for $79 a week. Okay, or that's 69 back in the day. So let's okay, make it appealing, make it appetizing, let people know. And again, if we can talk young men into going to the military, to go in harm's way voluntarily because they feel as though they need to protect our freedom and our nation, don't you think we ought to be able to do the same thing with people who protect our city and our state? So do we have a lack of leadership or do we have a lack of desire? And maybe we got a little bit of both. But I'm telling you, good leadership can convince people. We can convince people that, and the young, the average age of people that went to Vietnam was 18. 18. The average age in World War II in Korea was 25. So if we can take 18-year-olds, convince them to go up a hill, knowing that they may not come back down, and they do it, are we really saying we can't convince people? We cannot appeal to people's responsibility part of themselves to say, hey, we have a responsibility to protect the now for the future of tomorrow. We can't convince people to do that? Something's wrong. Are our people really that different today than they were then? Not that much. You know, World War II is probably the greatest generation of individuals that this country has known in a long time. And I'm including Korean vets in that too. Vietnam got screwed, glued, and tattooed. Or Vietnam veterans got screwed, glued, and tattooed, and I don't think they got their just due yet. I don't think they have been welcome home yet. And most of us, seeing most of America, don't know anything about My Lai, Saigon, the place. I don't either. I joined '75. I joined the reserve anyway. So I joined on the last day of the official Vietnam War, and I think that was May 8th, 1975. That's why they didn't pay me much. Yeah, the work was already done. But anyway, so much for that. Yeah, I didn't make much money back in those days. $79 a week. That's less than $2 an hour if you work 40 hours a week. I think we didn't worry about the 40-hour a week thing when you're private. You work till you drop. Anyway, we'll be back with the last segment of the show. I'm sorry the phones are not working, but it is what it is. I hope that I've entertained you guys and kept you guys company for a while. So we'll be back. It is 9:46 in the morning right here on News Radio 1440. Okay. When I leave the envelope, sorry about that. If it was $2, I'd let it go. 700, I can't take that go. That hurts my pocket. Look at that. All righty then. Well, it seems that a Hyundai probably won't be getting a union. It's a good idea, bad idea. Um, I think if they get it, it's going to force the Sunday night to really well done. I mean, that's why they came here, because they didn't threaten with strikes every once in a while, all the time, and all that stuff. No, I like what unions do, what they used to do back in the day, look out for the workers' shifts and stuff. But I don't know if it's that way to do it. I'm just too many people get paid for doing that. Anyway, and we still got people dying in our prisons. Bullock, Alabama, just like a couple days ago, Martha County man serving 30 months of Bullock Correctional Facility is dead according to authority. The Alabama Department of Corrections says 31-year-old Wesley Abernathy was found suffering from a medical issue failed. According to the prison secretary unit, the medical staff was unable to resuscitate him and pronounced him dead. The people were saying just how for man dead. Okay. Here's one in Georgia. This is up the road here that happened. A mother was mauled by I didn't give me the dog, didn't give me the other dogs that it was, but in Brooks County, Georgia, she got the dog and man, what kind of dog would do that for human beings? All of them? What kind of dog would do that? I don't know. That, that's what I don't like about pit. Now people keep telling me that pit bulls are not mean dogs. And I've seen some that I've petted and not good. That's good stuff. But I'm not really want to, you know. Anyway, Governor Ivey signed a bill tying ABC store liquor sales tax to county municipal rate. I don't exactly know what this means. Governor Ivey signed a bill that matches the state sales tax on liquor sold at Alabama Alcoholic Beverages Control Stores with the rate as the sales rate on liquor of the county and municipality where the particular ABC station ABC store is. Exactly what it is right now. The liquor, like the liquor tax, is 2%. The bill signed by Ivy goes into effect in November. So whatever the tax in Montgomery is what the liquor is going to be. So the liquor is going up, so they're trying to raise more money, I guess. We can get everything but a lottery. Yeah, we can get everything but a lottery. I'm trying to figure out why don't you just have an executive order? I mean, if the mayor can do executive orders, how come the governor can't do an executive order and let us get us water? Okay, let's just do this. Hey, make it happen. I have to call up the office and see if we can get that done. I'm just saying, if the mayor does get one, why can't we get one? Okay. And also, I'm trying to get this done. Maybe I'll try to get it tomorrow. New Bern, Alabama, first black mayor, has been denied going to his office over white people locking him out of his office. Now, he's a black guy, first black mayor, and somebody locked the office and he can't get in it. Now, this is one of the dumbest things I've heard now. Now, this is Alabama. This is the Alabama that I heard about. So that is, but we changed it a little bit since then. But I'm going to try to get him on the air tomorrow on the telephone so he can tell us more about what his name is, Patrick Braxton. He was the only candidate to qualify for the mayor of New Bern, Alabama. But in college struggle with the incumbent officials, his talents have left him locked out of City Hall. So we're going to try to get him on tomorrow, maybe, hopefully, and see if we can really talk to him because I think that kind of stuff. We got duly elected. At that point. Please. Only in America can that happen. But I'm calling him up. I'm saying I'm going to reach down there, and we can see whether or not we can make it happen down there. I'm not sure we can now, but we're going to try anyway. That's a shame. I mean, you go through an election, You win the election, and white people down there just like you said, a black man as mayor. So they all got together and said, you know, we like you. We don't really like you that much for you to tell us what to do. Okay, I thought that was long ago. But his name is Patrick Braxton. You know what? He's the new mayor of New Bern, Alabama, a mayor without an office, because they won't let him in. You know, probably, no, not really. No. All right, well, listen, hopefully the food will be working tomorrow. Hopefully they will be. So, gotta go. Not gonna have bed for my mother back for the bank. And I'll let you know I'll let you know what happens to me. I'm not really blaming the bank, but somebody blame. I gotta blame somebody. Okay, maybe me a little bit, but that's only like 20% of it. The 80% is from them. All right, gotta go. Have a great day, everybody.